Welcome, class, to today's lesson. Today we're going to start practicing dividing some bigger numbers is what we're doing here, and we're going to add something to the things that we were practicing last week. So I already have the steps for long division ready here, but I want to make sure you have them too. So if you don't already have these in your notes, go ahead and pause the video now and at least write down the steps. 1 divide, 2 multiply, 3 subtract, 4 bring down, and 5 repeat. Make sure you have those ready. I like to add, I have this division family, dad, mom, sister, brother, Rover the dog, that when I'm trying to remember the steps, I can just remember there's this family, and it really does kind of help me. Dad is divide, mom is multiply. If you want to add those, you can. If you want to add the drawings, you can. I think they're fun, but you don't have to. But make sure you've got these steps written down somewhere. If you already wrote them down, that's great. And I'm just going to walk through this division problem here, and I'd like you to follow along with me with your math notebook and pencil, and we're just going to note something new at the end of this problem. So step 1 is Dad, divide. How many groups of 9 can I make with 4? Let's see here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I make any groups of 9? How many groups of 9 can I make with 4? Can I make any groups? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't make a group of 9 with 4. So that's going to be, that would be 0 groups. Now, when I get 0 groups, rather than go straight to step 2, which is multiply, instead I'm going to extend my division problem. Step 1, remember, is divide. I'm going to extend that division problem to include the next number. So rather than how many groups of 9 can I make with 4, I ask how many groups of 9 can I make with 44. This is a shortcut. So let's go ahead and try out this shortcut. How many groups of 9 can I make with 44? Well, let's see. I'm going to try counting by 9 and see how many groups of 9 I can make. We've got 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. Ooh, 45 is bigger than 44. I can't make that many groups. So this is the greatest number of 9s that I can make with 44. How many groups is that? Let's see here. I'm going to do it this way. 1 group, 2, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups. I can make 4 groups of 9 with 44. So this was a 0. I couldn't make any groups of 9 with 4, but I can make 4 groups of 9 with 44. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. 4 groups. And as soon as I write it down, I take that number I just wrote down and I multiply it by 9. Step 2 is multiply. So what is 9 times 4? Well, I just wrote that down. 4 groups of 9 is 36. Write that answer down. 36. All right, so I'm done with step 2, multiply. What is step 3? Well, it says it right here. What is step 3? Step 3 is subtract. So I'm going to make a subtraction problem. And each step that I do that step with the numbers that I just wrote down. So I just wrote down the 36. That's the number I'm going to subtract. Let's see here, 44 minus 36. I'm going to count up from 36 to 44. Let's see here, well, 36 to 40, that's 4. And 40 to 44, that's 4. So that's 8 altogether. All right. Now step 4 is brother, which stands for what? Bring down. All right. Bring down the 8. And now I have a new number. 88. So before my number was 44, my new number is 88. And what is step 5? Step 5 is repeat. Rover. Repeat, which means I go right back up to step 1. What was step 1 again? Step 1 was divide. So how many groups? How many groups of 9 can I make with 88? Well, I was making groups of 9 before over here, but I didn't get far enough to find out. So let's keep going. So let's see here, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. Notice the 9's trick. This number is getting bigger by 1 each time in the units place. The tens place is getting smaller by 1 number each time. So if I continue that pattern, let's see here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. The next is going to start with a 5, and this is going to start with a 4. See how that one's going down? So 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, and after 8 comes 9. 9. If I'm counting backwards, over here it's going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now, 90 is too big. I can only go up to 88. So what is the most groups I can make without going over 88? That would be 81. How many groups is that? I'm going to do what I did before. I'm just going to label my multiples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, I was able to make how many groups? 9 groups. And as soon as I write that number down, I'm going to move on to step 2. What is step 2? Step 2 is multiply. I multiply the number I just wrote down with the divisor. So that would be 9 times 9. What is 9 times 9? Well, I just wrote that down too. 9 times 9 is 81. All right, step 3. As soon as we write down that 81, we move on to step 3. We use the number we just wrote down. 88 minus 81. Let's see, 8 minus 1 is 7. 8 minus 8 is 0. Step 4, bring down. Is there anything to bring down over here? There is nothing to bring down, which means I need to stop. But I still have something left over, something remaining. And the thing that remains we call the remainder. How do we write the remainder? We write that with the letter R. Let's go ahead and write that down. R. And how much was left over? That would be 7. There's 7 left over. All right. So our answer is, so the question that we started with was how many groups of 9 can I make with 448? The answer is I can make 49 groups, and there's going to be how much left over? 7 left over. All right, I'm going to do a couple practice problems, or at least one practice problem before we start our IXL. So go ahead and watch the next video and give that a try. Make sure you have your math notebook and your pencil ready for that work. Can't wait to see how it goes, and look forward to seeing everything you work on.